Hello, everyone. Today we're reviewing Paddle MBA Coaches Certification.
Thank you very much. Amazing, guys. Well done. Thank you.
And I believe it's one of the biggest paddle coacher certifications worldwide. They're pretty much in all over Europe. Now they're in the United States. And now the Paddle MBA certifications had the honor and pleasure to certify my dear co-host Seth. So tell us, how was your experience?
I mean, I think it was pretty awesome. They have a two-part, one is online and one is in person. Okay, so the online is really thorough. I mean, it's I think it's great for everybody. I mean, not if you want to be a coach, just if you just want to learn more, or if you do want to be a coach. The online is very thorough. Like I said, it's very long. There's tests there. I've learned a lot, things that I kind of did know, but didn't know the details of, things I didn't even know. And then, of course, there's a lot of education on coaching. So I thought it was very thorough and very, very good. I mean, it was done very well, online. And then there's it in person. You're going to go over theory and you're going to go over methodology. And we were fortunate enough to listen to Marcus's inspirational and motivational speeches, which is a bonus, a plus. It's very priceless. When you're outside, you're going to focus on training, ball feeding, and your skills, and that's pretty much what they grade you on. If they input it in, they send it to Spain. And then you come back and they give you rather a coach's certificate or professional certifications. I thought it was really great. That whole weekend, it was a lot of fun. Again, I learned a lot. I'm not really a coach.
But let me ask you, how the whole process. So you said you want to become a coach. So
Yeah.
you go online, you register online.
Yep.
You paid, what was the cost?
Okay, so cost is about $550 US.
Okay, and that includes the online and the in-person
Yeah.
certification.
And you can always get online. You can always go back to
Okay.
it.
And do they give you that for a certain amount of time, or it's
No,
forever?
forever.
I mean, for years.
I
It's
mean,
not a 1 year type of thing.
They didn't say, but I mean, I think you have access to it all the time.
Okay, so and the online process where like there are stages that you have to take
Yeah.
past level 1,
Yeah,
level
yeah.
2,
Like-
level 3. How's that work?
Like you can't just run. You just can't pass through everything. So you have to watch the videos. It's like they force you to, which is great, anyways. I mean, you don't think you just want to not pay $550 and not educate yourself. So you have to go through the videos and then you have to take these tests and you got to pass them. If you don't pass them, you can't move forward. Okay.
And can you retake the test?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's for people like you that have issues. You can take
Yeah,
the test as many
I
times as you want.
did it like 12 times each test. So
So it's very long. I mean, it took me like a whole week. It took me 3 hours, almost per day for the whole week. After that, I just couldn't really. It was too much, for me. And I had other things to do. Like
the length of the videos is that you have their videos for like 45 minutes or they're very
yeah,
short?
some are like 20 minutes, some are like 45. It all depends. Like 60-70% of it are basic things like that kind of new, maybe 75%. And there's the other 25% that I really learned. I didn't know certain things, or other things were more clarified to me. And then obviously the coaching stuff, I'm not a coach, so I learned a lot there. So I think it was great. I mean, even if you just want to be a better player, understand the game more. I mean, it's a pretty good course, I gotta say.
So you pass those tests and then you qualify to go into the in person, or how does that work?
So once you get that, you get like like a certificate, like you finish that. Okay.
The online process.
Now you can go ahead and do the in person. So they have them, I think, every other month or every month, and it's over there in Orlando at the USTA National Campus. So I headed over there and I did the, you're in class maybe for a couple hours. It's Saturday and Sunday. And they talk a little bit about, methodology, and coaching and their way they want to coach. And then they also talked a little bit about training. And then we had Marcus Del Pilar there, and we're very fortunate to listen to some his inspirational and motivational speeches, which was priceless. I mean, I look up to him as a business person, not just a paddle player. And then you go outside.
So and outside, what type of drills do you do? I mean,
So they focus on training, their own, methodology of training. So that's on one court. And you have to create your own training, like plan, at that by Sunday. You have to turn that in writing, and then you actually have to demonstrate it in front of, Marcus and the other coaches. And then in the other side, you have more ball feeding. That was kind of like one of the testing, and then the other side is skills. So we want to make sure you know how to play, what level you are, make sure you're teaching correctly, and then they want to make sure you know how to train correctly, like if they're again a methodology, and then obviously you want to make sure you know how to ball feed, because again, if you are going to be a coach and you're going to charge somebody $100-$200 an hour, and you can't feed them the ball, then they're going to be a little upset.
that's one of that was my next question. I mean, the feeding part, it's crucial. I mean, in paddle compared to, let's say, tennis, you have a big margin of error in tennis that you can feed it 1 feet out, 1 feet in, and it's still a good shot. In paddle, you're talking about inches meaning,
Yeah.
if you want to feed that shot side wall, back wall, side wall, it's do they test you on that?
Yeah, and as a player, you're not accustomed to giving the ball nicely to the person.
Yeah.
You're accustomed to put it in a more difficult situation. So it goes against everything that a player really thinks, So that was the most difficult thing for me, all the other parts were, pretty easy, but you have to they put like these plastic things down. You have to get them in the spots, and they're very, very, very small, and you have to put them in the corners, so it's a pretty big test, and you have to get 3 in. If you don't get 3 in, then you're discounted, or your grade goes down or whatever. So it's not easy. I think that's where most people had the most difficult time.
Yeah.
All the other ones is no problem. But that's where everybody had issues.
And how many people were there?
I think there's about 18 to 20 people there, and and the instructors. So let's talk a little bit about the instructors. You had Luis Estrada there, #1 player here in the U.S., Diego Leal, and Marcus Del Pilar. So you had some really good instructors there. The environment was really cool. Everybody was very nice. Everybody was into paddle. You had some tennis players converting into paddle coaches that are, now that, let's say, their facility now is having paddle courts, so now they're going to be in charge of that. Other people opening up, clubs. Other people just want to focus on being coaches. So you had, all walks of people there.
That's excellent. I mean, that's very positive. I mean, one of the major things that we need here in the United States, we have, over more than probably 200 courts right now in the United States, which is nothing compared to the rest of the world. But we don't have 200 coaches that work or have make paddle as a life, career. So we need more and more coaches, and I think Paddle NBA is a great way to start.
Yeah, I think it's the best course you can take. It's thorough, like I said, and it's gonna take up your time. But
Yeah.
so if you just want the one certificate, that's just not the place to go.
Yeah.
If you want to learn, you be thorough and kind of do it the right way. That's the place to be.
Yeah.
And remember, they don't give you a certificate there. I mean, they give you a certificate that you did the first part, second part, but they put all the information in, online. So it's web based, and that gets sent over to Padel MBA in Spain. They go through everything, meaning what you submitted when it comes to your training, your testing, and all the 3 areas, the skills, the training, and the ball feeding. And there's a test. There's another test that you have to take. They email you like a 30-question test. You fill that out, you send that back, and now you wait. And then they, send you a certificate, rather being a coach certificate or a pro. And if you don't make the pro, you can always kind of take one part again, and to get to that pro. There's also a second level of coaching. There's no tests or anything like that, but I think it's more of like updates and like new items, new things, and And I want to try to probably take that.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And join us for All Things Paddle. We are All Things Paddle.